Welcome to the second part of this tutorial created by. In my last video I shared with you how I made the skirt, and on this video I'm going to be showing you how to make this beautiful crop top that you see here. If this looks like what you're interested in, then do well to watch this video to the end. Let's get right into it, guys. So this pattern paper will be used to cut out the front and the back of our crop top. So I went ahead to leave out 2 inches for my button allowance. Then from that point, my starting line, I'll go ahead and measure my bust point. I'll measure my waistline and of course my top length. So this is a crop top. It shouldn't be too low. So for my waistline of about 17.5 inches, I went down by about 2.5 inches, and that's how long my top is going to be. So that's my button allowance. I'll just go ahead and label all my lines, my bust points, waistline and top length. So the next step now is to impute my shoulder measurement. Then I'll go down by about 1.5 inches for my shoulder slope. Then I'll go ahead and measure 8 inches to get my chest line. So what I have on my shoulder, I'll impute it to get an accurate straight line. Then the next point is to go ahead and impute my neck depth of 4 inches by 3 inches, which is going to be serving as a neck depth for the front of our crop top. I'll also go ahead and connect to my shoulder slope. Then I'm going to be getting the midpoint of that point, go out by 0.7 inches for the armhole of the front. Then I'll impute my round bust measurement divided by 4. Then I'm going to be adding about 1 inches for ease. You can do half inches, depends on you, because this crop top is not tight. So what I have at that points, that's my chest line, I'm going to impute it at my top length as well and rule a straight line because this is a free crop top. So I'll go ahead and just highlight the hemline of my top for you to see. So next we're going to go ahead and close up our button allowance to enable us to impute our neck depth for our back piece, which I'm going to be using 1.5 inches, and I'm just going to go ahead and connect it just like I did here. So for the armhole of our back, I'll also go ahead and label. So for the armhole of our back, I'm going to be doing 0.5 inches, and I'm going to just go ahead and connect it, which is going to serve as our armhole for our back. That's the back of our crop top. I'll just go ahead and just label it for you to know, so that when you're cutting you will understand. So this crop top has a flap, if you observe it at the top, about 6 inches, just like I'm drawing, and it has button, but we're going to be imputing that later on our dress by the time we are joining it. So next step is for us to include our allowance. So I'm going to be including 1.5 inches sewing allowance for this crop top, and I'm just going to be connecting it to my dress like I'm doing here. So now I'm just going to be cutting out for the back piece first. Remember I told you we're going to be using this to cut out the front and the back piece. So I'm just going to cut out for the back piece. Pay attention to how I'm cutting it so you don't end up cutting where you're going to be needing. So I'll just cut it out like I'm doing and cut on my fabric. Remember that my button allowance is on fold at this point. So here, this is me placing it on my fabric. So I'm going to be cutting the back piece on fold. I'm going to pin down all the necessary points and I'm going to cut out. So remember I added about 2.5 inches after my waistline. That's going to be serving as, I'm going to be using part of that as my joining for the hemline part. So I won't be adding any allowance at the hemline of this top. I'm just going to go ahead and cut out just as you see here. Then I'm going to be adding half an inch at the armhole points, half an inch at the shoulder, and I won't be adding any inches at the neckline. So now I'm going to modify this for the front. I'll cut out for my front neckline, and I'll also trim off the armhole parts as well. So I'm going to go ahead and place on my fabric like so, pin it down, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut out, leaving half an inch at the armhole points, half an inch at the shoulder parts, just the same way I did for the back. So creative minds, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so by hitting the subscription button, and also turn on your notifications so you get notified whenever I post new tutorials on this channel. So after cutting all of this, the next step is to also go ahead and join our piece together. I also cut out interfacing for all my dress, so the back and the front I cut out interfacing. So the first step is for us to go ahead and join the button allowance like so. I'm just going to pin it down, go ahead and join it and come back. So this was after I was done joining it. So I'm going to give it a good press, and after doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and join my interfacing like so. So when joining my interfacing, I'm just going to be folding that edge so it doesn't come out roughly. So this was after I was done joining my interfacing. I'm just going to pin down my button allowance, then I'm going to bring in my back piece. But before I join my back piece, I'll go ahead and stitch my interfacing on my back piece first, just like so. So now I'm just going to be joining the shoulders of both the front and the back, and after doing that, I'll just quickly take my dress to fix my buttonhole. So this is what it looks like by the time I was done. So I'm just going to measure for my round armhole what I have there. Then we are going to go ahead and cut out for our sleeve. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold my fabric like I'm doing, and I'm just going to measure out my sleeve. So I'm just going to be using my pencil so I don't stain the fabric. I'm going to go down by 4 inches just like I'm doing here. Then I'm just going to measure for my armhole or to the top, and I'll just curve it just the way we cut out for our basic sleeve. So for the length of my sleeve, I did 8.5 inches. It depends on your choice. You can do 10 inches, you can do 12 inches. So I'm going to be doing 8.5 inches because I want the sleeve very short. I'm just going to go ahead and connect it like so. Then I'll measure that point all the way around at my arm to get the round arm at that point, which is 14 inches. So I measure 7 inches and I'll add 1 inches for stitching allowance, and I'll connect it to the armhole of the sleeve, and that's basically all. I'm going to be cutting 2 of this for both sleeve of the dress. So just go ahead and map out your sleeve. I have various tutorials on this, so to remember the front armhole is different, so I'm just taking out about 0.5 inches. So I'm just going to notch the midpoint of my sleeve, and I'll place it on my dress from the midpoint. I'll pin it all the way down round the sleeve, and I'll go ahead and stitch it on my dress. And after stitching it on my dress, I'll come back to show you the next step. I'm going to be doing this for the both sides of my sleeve. So after I'm done stitching the sleeve, we are now going to work on our pocket design at the front of our dress. So just go ahead and pin down. I'll pin down and I'll stitch my sleeve all the way around. So before I close the sides of my dress, remember I told you that we have like a flap kind of design at the top of this crop top, which is about 6 inches. So I'll just take note of that 6 inches on both sides of the front. Then from the button point, I went in by 2 inches. That's where the design will begin with. So for the design, I'm doing 4 inches wide by 2.5 inches long. So this is what mine look like. I went ahead to cut it out in two, then I stitched it together to be able to turn it neatly. So give it a good press, and we're going to be placing it on the front part of our crop top only. So I'll just place it like so, and I'll run a stitch first on it, then I'll turn it and top stitch on it like I demonstrated with my hand. So just go ahead and pin it only on the front part of our crop top, please. So this is what it looks like by the time I was done. You can see how neat it's looking. We are going to be fixing a button at that point as well to give it that beautiful look. So next, I'm just going to close the sides of my crop top neatly. I'll close the sides, and this is what it looks like by the time I was done closing my side. The next step now is just to close the down part of our crop top, and our top is ready. Go ahead and give your crop top a very good press and impute all your button. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.